Are we excited for another week of NRL? How are we, Sol?
Yeah, Benny. Thanks, mate. Welcome to No Cap at Soul. Benny, thanks for the intro. How are ya?
Not bad, not bad.
Jacob,
Hey, boys.
permanent now, or
Yeah, 100%.
we call it that?
Yeah,
All right, we'll give you that
I'm a
now.
local now.
And research gurus trying to get the boxing fight happening. What's cracking, bro?
Not much, mate. Feeling the stress because it's not working, but we'll
Yeah.
get in then.
Hurry up, yeah.
So I might be in and out of this.
Yeah, that's
might be in
fine.
and out.
That's fine. Just get it working, yeah. All right. You have one job. Just do it, yeah. Boys, who impressed you last week?
I'm
Ben.
going to say Tommy Turbo.
Yeah.
What a freak.
Oh, yeah. Nah, what impressed you about him?
That literally he has been out of the game for almost a year and a bit now, and he can still like spark it up with his speed and his running game, and have his players ready to go and firing and excited just because he's on the field. He gives you those Billy Slater and Cameron Smith vibes when they used to walk into the Melbourne sheds.
How's
that affect on the Manly-Seaeagles?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was shocked that he actually was that good that quickly. I mean, I thought he'd come in, he'd make a difference. The dynamic would change, it'd be a good game. I didn't think they'd smash the Titans 36-0.
Yeah, it was honestly like no one would have expected that. Like,
No one.
especially coming off an injury like that where he hasn't really played much footy in the past year or so.
Yeah.
You would have thought that he'd sort of ease his way back in, but just that effect that he has around the club, as Benny was saying, it's obviously massive, and it's something that they've been missing as a club for a while. And I'm sure that now he's back, and now they've got two wins under their belt. You know, they're only going to sort of build from here, and they've got a good team that can sort of compete in most games. So they'll be an exciting team to watch for the next few weeks, I think.
As long as he's healthy. As long as he's on the field, they're exciting to watch. When he's not,
Yeah.
wouldn't bother.
If I was Des Hasler, I'd ice those legs myself.
So, what are you asking Manly for a job here, or
No.
can you do the job for him?
Easy.
All right, hey, Manly, if you're listening, we got the man here, the massage guru here. He'll fix him up for the, how much? What's your asking price?
150 per session.
Who impressed you the most last week?
Obviously, Tommy Turbo was one, but
Yeah.
as well Parramatta.
Yeah.
Coming off a sort of big loss or a tough loss against the Saints. Always going to Canberra on a Saturday night's never going to be easy, and especially in that weather and in the form that they were in. So to sort of win by as many as they did against Canberra's very impressive. And
With no Dylan Brown.
yeah, they were missing a few key players. So
Yeah.
to do that at Canberra would be massive, a massive sort of boost for them and for their confidence as well. And I think that they'll be able to back that up this week against the Broncos.
I think that was the first win in Canberra in like 20-something years.
15 years.
Oh, 15 was it?
It was. They broke the 15-year hoodoo.
I'm a bit worried for Canberra. I said we said that whoever loses that game might be going on a downward spiral. Both games, they fought well in the first half against Penrith and Parra, but second half they just faded into obscurity. Like, it was ridiculous how much they lost in the end by 35-10 or something.
Yeah, so they
against
lost
Parra.
by 25 points, and the week before they lost by 20 points. And so I
Yeah.
think they've only won one out of their past 4 games.
So something wrong there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sticky wasn't happy, eh?
Yeah, but you can only call out your team so much before they just say, you know what, stuff this. You got to just fix it. You got to do something. You got to make a bold move now.
What do you reckon that bold move should be?
It might be getting your halfback, honestly, or move Wyden back to fullback, or something along those lines. Because
Well, you can try White into fullback now because you didn't have Nico Kolsak for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
maybe Wyden at the back and get maybe someone else to help out George Williams, because there's no crisis happening there. There's no creativity happening out of these guys. They're just very bland. They're doing the same thing they did last year. Teams figure you out. You got to change it up somehow.
Yeah, and obviously with the loss of Bateman too, that's been a massive loss for them because over the past
Yeah.
2 years he was, pretty handy to have in that side, and with him gone now, they're sort of, I'd say struggling a bit. But if you look at their reserve grade team, they've got a lot of sort of depth and talent within their club. So it's probably just a matter of time before they start sort of hitting their straps again. But I reckon they can turn it around real quick as long as sort of their spine stay fit.
Yeah, they just got to weather the storm for now. But I I'll tell you, impressed me, man. Tigers impressed me last week, man. The way they played against South Sydney, they were so unlucky to lose that one. I mean, after that really crap performance against Cowboys, to come out and lead most of that game and just lose, to some Reynolds brilliance. And even though the ending of that game, what the hell? Like, both teams scored on that play. It was just so unlucky. They really fought their hearts out.
The boys were beat.
Hey, you were there, weren't you? We'll talk about it later, but you were there post-game. They would have been really down.
They were hammered. Like, they were down.
Put in that effort and then still come away with a loss. It's tough, but that's what makes the team, right? So, you got to kind of take that as a lesson and move on, not dwell on it, because Tigers have a capability of being a bit vulnerable after a loss like that. They've got to try and get that out of their heads. They got Manly this week, who's on a really big high. They're a team that can bring them back to the ground, you know what I mean? So whether Madge has got them mentally right in that state of mind, it looks like he has. You'd hope they build on that.
That would have been a big game for Maguire as well versus his old club, so he would have had the boys pumped and ready to go. When South Sydney are up there with the benchmark of the league at the moment, so they are that team that everyone wants to go out and beat. And Tigers, obviously, after that loss to the Cowboys, they would have been pretty disappointed and wanted to bounce back and sort of give their fans a bit of confidence and a bit of hope that, we do have a team here that is willing to compete week in, week out. So probably not too surprised with that performance, but obviously very impressive and, obviously just unlucky at the end. Did George Burgess ground it or not? I think he did. Others might tell you something else, but that's probably the best thing that's come out of this video ref, sort of how they wait until the play.
They let the play go.
Yeah, they let the play go and then go upstairs. He awarded a try for the Tigers there. So, but it was a great finish.
Oh, there's Kenty. You got it up and running, mate. Well done, research guru. Let's go straight into the topics quickly. The judiciary. I don't understand what the hell's going on there, man. I actually do not understand the results of the judiciary. Latrell copped 4 weeks. Momorovsky copped 3 weeks. He wasn't even cited in the game. And Radley gets off. What the hell is that? I don't understand that.
Well, throughout our whole podcast, the topic has been the consistency of
referees.
And how consistent they are at handing out the rules and handing out fair judgment. The refs aren't fair, and neither is a judiciary.
The whole system is not fair, right? What's the loading and point system like? Let's go back to Kafusi, yeah? What he did to Ryan Madison, yeah? Ryan Madison still hasn't played since then. And he copped 2 weeks. Where's the justice in that? Yeah,
like, for example, Hetherington gets sent. And Holmes finished the game. Okay? and Hetherington gets 5 or 6 weeks.
But, okay, on his case, he's been cited 6 times in 20 games.
Yeah, and that's probably a similar case
but
to
I get that point. It shouldn't have been 6 weeks. It shouldn't be rubbed out 5-6 weeks. It should be rubbed out for 2-3 weeks there.
Yeah, do refs know when to sin bin or send off?
I have no clue.
Like, do they just guess?
No, they just guess. Just whatever's in their head, they just guess.
Because you can't tell me what Kafusi did was not as bad or worse than what Hetherington did.
It was worse. It was worse than all of them combined.
Much worse. And he only got put on report. He didn't even. I don't think he.
No, it wasn't binned. He was only put on report and 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
what did Latrell do?
Yeah.
Latrell love tap here,
but
kick out there.
He might have kicked someone.
Okay, but it didn't hurt Garner. Garner was holding on to his leg. When you look at the replay, Norfoluma, that was a running match all game. He didn't get a broken jaw or anything from that. Maximum 2 weeks, right, for his stupidity. It was stupid. His actions were stupid, right? But that's a max 2 weeks. Not 4 weeks to get rubbed out. Momorovsky copped 3 weeks.
For what?
For that high shot against the Brisbane player. I think coming in on the kick. That's not 3 weeks.
No.
There's just a lot of inconsistency. It's something that I picked up on this week as well. I was just like...
And Radley got off.
Yeah.
But I agree that Radley got off because Munster milked that.
Yeah.
And he had a laugh, you know what I mean?
Melbourne sort of coming out and admitting it sort of probably helped Radley's case in a way too. So,
but there's no consistency in there.
Absolutely not.
Well, if you want to get rid of that little crap, those little niggles and those little elbows and the push and shoves and the kickouts, why don't you just fine them $5,000, $10,000, put it on them? True.
Yeah.
That'll stop that rubbish happening.
100%. Once you take away their money,
they won't be doing that shit.
They won't do it again, mate.
No way. But again, it's disappointing because Latrell's now going to miss that. I think they're going to verse in those 4 weeks Melbourne. I don't know if they verse in this week or no, they don't verse in the week after. But he's going to miss some big games for South Sydney. And then what if he has a little incident at the back end of the year? He's gone for finals. The loading system, the carryover system, all that bullcrap, the point system needs to go, man. It needs to go because you're going to miss big games later on. For what? For stupid incidents like that? It's not worth it, man. It's actually not worth it.
Don't AFL have like a system where you get to pick what games you miss?
Well, possibly. I'm not too sure. I know their system is more based on fines. And that really, like, puts the players on notice because, they care about their money,
I think this is something obviously Peter V'landys will look into.
It has to.
He's done obviously a great job at what he's done for the game so far and sort of changing those things that were, a bit inconsistent and, fans weren't too sure about what's going on. So I think that you'll see soon that'll be something they'll change, and everyone needs to be on the same page. Like a sin bin or a send off, like how do we know when you do it? Okay, like no one sort of understands when you can sin bin someone or when you can send off someone, like
or what the difference is.
Yeah,
and like don't tell me that the judiciary and referees aren't influenced by social media. That's the biggest platform now in the game, where everyone gives you an opinion. You get to see the fans' opinions. They're influenced by that. I don't know. They've got to fix it because it's going to cost a few teams later on. I'm telling you.
I think so.
Some other big news. Chad Townsend signs a multi-year deal to the Cowboys. He's apparently their saviour. They're talking it up. I don't see the big deal. What's the big fuss of him going up there?
He comes with experience. He comes with a grand final ring. But if you was to ask a lot of Cronulla supporters, they're probably happy he's gone.
Yeah.
Based off his past form, I don't think he's going to be the bloke that turns it around for the club. Obviously, filling in for Morgan's going to be massive. But, the Cowboys got rid of Clifford. Whether, that's the right choice or not, I'm not too sure. I think he's a good player with a good future ahead and he'll do well at Newcastle.
Yeah.
But to go after Townsend, I think they're just doing it for an experience point of vieh.
Yeah, he's 30, he's got experience. Yeah.
They'll sign him for a couple of years, bleed a few plays through. But look, I don't think he's going to make that much of an impact on the field. Maybe more off the field for them.
Unless they get someone else to partner him.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Dearden going there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, do you say a Dearden-Townsend combination taking them to a premiership, for instance? I know they're just trying to improve. I get that. Townsend is a good halfback. Yeah, you wouldn't consider him up there with the elites that are playing right now.
And
not yet.
Not yet.
When he's 30, like when's that gonna happen?
But like he won the grand final with the Sharks on the back of partnering Maloney, who had a lot of experience winning grand finals and playing in grand finals.
Yep.
They got lucky there. They had also Ben Barber and Ennis steering the ship there.
It was a perfect storm. Everything came together in that year for them. They had the right players at the right time.
Lewis,
Wade
Graham.
To going to the Cowboys isn't going to make the Cowboys a big difference. And him leaving the Sharks is opening up room for Cronulla and Craig Fitzgibbon to play their options and buy the players that Craig wants playing for him.
Yeah, of course.
Like, apparently a lot of Cronulla fans are saying that Chad's kicking game isn't the best.
No.
And I've heard this from like a few of their fans.
Yeah, well, he got schooled by a 19-year-old the other week against the Roosters. So.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of a desperate move from Cowboys. I mean, they're in a desperate situation. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's way better options. Like, why didn't you continue going for Adam Reynolds? Why don't you go for Sean Johnson? Why don't you aim for those players? You got the facilities up there. You got to really, it's actually a great club to go to, even family-wise. Like, but I guess they've put their eggs in that basket. But like I said, if the Sharks get Adam Reynolds and they partner him and Johnson, you've taken your club to another level there. That partnership is premiership contending to me. If you put the right players around them, if they manage to get him.
Yeah,
don't you think that
would be like an excellent combination?
You know what I mean? So they improve way more than the Cowboys would improve there.
But also they got to get along with the coach and the new coach and his methods.
I don't think that's an issue at all. But anyway, good luck to him. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it, but again, I don't see the big deal in that signing. They're making a big deal. Good luck to him. I mean, hopefully it works out. If they get Dearden, I rate Dearden. I think he's okay. I think he's a good player. That might spark something up there. You never know. Let's go back to the preview. Yeah, Penrith, Newcastle. Newcastle had a good win last week against Cronulla, 26-22. It was a really good game. They got away with it in the end. Kalen Ponga's bit of magic up there helped them out. Penrith, they were almost humbled by Brisbane last week. A massive effort from Brisbane. It's the kind of effort you probably won't see to that extent again from Brisbane, because I feel like Penrith, they probably wouldn't have taken them seriously. They would have known they were coming in, but they wouldn't have taken that seriously, and they almost cost Penrith. It was a good wake-up call for them. I don't see this going any other way than Penrith winning again, be honest with you.
There is a lot of people backing Newcastle to win this game.
Okay.
But I think you might see some late inclusions into the Penrith squad. I could be wrong, but they've got Coruscant and Edwards that could potentially play.
Yeah, they've been named, that's right.
So if they're called into the team, that'll be massive. Especially with Momirovski out. You put Crichton back into the centres and Burton will hold on to his spot. Edwards goes to fullback. And then obviously Coruscant at 9 will be big for them too.
Yeah.
Whether that happens or not too sure. You know, Newcastle off the back of last week's hard-fought win, I do expect them to come out. And you got to remember, everyone wants to beat Penrith. Everyone wants to beat Penrith.
Everyone's going to get up for it. Yeah, everyone is going to get up for these games. Like Brisbane, they got up for it.
100%.
I don't see Brisbane putting on a performance like that again.
Yeah.
To that
It would have
extent.
taken a lot out of them.
100%.
I reckon they'll fire up again at Bankwest this week.
It's in Darwin.
You told me it was in Darwin this week.
It's at Darwin.
You bloody told me it was in Darwin. You're telling me Bankwest. You know, he called me, told me, the game's in Darwin. You want to go? Newcastle, you think they got a chance this week?
No chance.
I reckon they'll battle.
Yeah.
They'll battle. You know what? I'm going to do it.
You're backing them.
That's the upset of the round.
There's your
Let's
big
go.
tip of the round, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I can't blame you, man. You never know. Last week, how many upsets were there? I can't blame you there. 6 o'clock. I don't know why this is at 6 o'clock, but Friday, Gold Coast versus South Sydney. Gold Coast got humbled last week like I never seen before. Did absolutely stuff all.
Yeah.
But they're back home against South Sydney. No Latrell. That's going to be a big loss. No Mansour as well.
So that'll mean Paulo obviously in
and
Johnson
Masters
at
come in.
fullback.
Yep.
Yeah, and Masters in the centre. So I honestly think Gold Coast will win this game as well. Off last week's performance, their coach will not be happy one bit. They will be looking to turn things around, and what a better place to do it than at home and against South Sydney, who are a great club, and they'll turn up for this game, and I reckon you'll see that Gold Coast win this game. Yeah,
South's coming off. They shouldn't have won last week. They somehow got away with it. So when's their luck going to run out? They've already lost 2 big players in the back line. Their forward pack's still doing well, but Tom had a big game, Tom Burgess. I want to back Gold Coast, but that was so ridiculous last week. It was unbelievable. I didn't expect them to lose that much. You didn't even pick them, did you? You picked Manly last week. Yeah, you're real happy about yourself, huh?
What made you pick them?
Tommy Turbo, you never pick against him.
Okay, so who are you picking this week? Manly or Tigers?
We'll get to that.
We'll hold off.
He's got a big tip there. Here you going, Gold Coast or South Sydney?
I've gone Rabbitohs.
Show me his tips.
He's not lying.
Yeah, I'm going to go Gold Coast. Surely, if they're a really good team, surely they're going to respond after last week. Friday night, why is this game on so quickly after? Didn't they play round 1? Para and Broncos?
Yeah.
It's round 7. Why are they playing this? Anyway, that's another. Mate, that's another thing, man. I don't get that. The way the draws are done. Anyway, Para versus Broncos. Parramatta, big win against Canberra. We talked about it earlier. Brisbane, massive effort last week. Probably their best performance in a long time against a quality side. But Parramatta, surely Brown's back. Yeah, Dylan Brown's back. Yeah, surely they get the win. And Madison's been named the reserves, but I don't know if he's going to get the run. No?
I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I think Brad's opted to go with Papali'i in the second row.
How good has he been?
Yeah, he's been enormous for them.
Man.
And I think he wants to give Madison a full sort of 80 minutes under his belt. So if he does play this week, you might find him playing at reserve grade.
Yep.
Out at Ringrose against South Sydney.
What day is that?
Saturday, 4:30 p.m. live and exclusive.
Might go and suss that one out. Para or Broncos?
I'm going to go with Brisbane.
You going to go with?
Brisbane.
Big call. Can you explain a little bit on that?
Sorry, mate. You can't just say Brisbane and be like, yeah, Brisbane.
They're due for a win.
Yeah.
They're due for a big win. And Paris due to stuff up.
All right, you called that. You're the oracle, bro. I don't know.
What do you mean Paris due to stuff up? They lost 2 weeks ago to the Dragons.
You say something there.
Yeah,
I can't question him. He picked Manly.
Fair enough.
I can't question him. He picked Manly last week.
He did. You're right.
You know what? You're right, cuz.
You're right.
Show me your tips. So you're not...
He's
Okay,
picked
he
the
actually...
Bronx. Change it back to
Here we go. Next game. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go Para. If I haven't said it.
100%.
5:30 Saturday.
Big game.
Cronulla Canterbury.
Game of the round.
I reckon this is game of the round for me.
Sean Johnson, I think, is back on the bench for the Sharks.
I think everyone for Cronulla comes back because they're playing the Dogs. So
everyone comes back. Everyone's ready. You know what? But Dogs played well with 12 men.
yeah,
Yeah, you think they should just go with 12 men this week?
stick to 12 men. Have
Come
fun
on,
the
man.
bench.
Napa's starting. Yeah, can't. I'm so happy
Who?
about that. Far out, man. Dates is in the team. Dury's in the team.
I'm excited for Ava Simul for Ali.
Oh yeah, see you, man. Say you, man. Just call him Ava.
Yeah, Ava.
Sorry, 1 second. You've been with this bloke for how many weeks?
And he's butchered that last name, hasn't he?
Sorry, how many weeks have you been with this bloke?
7.
7 weeks. Have you ever asked him how you say it, or are you too scared to ask him?
Why would I ask?
See you, Manufacturer guy.
Fanangai or something like that, yeah. Ava. He's debuting?
Yeah, he is.
For the
First
club,
game.
yeah.
Canterbury, Cronulla. Cronulla's going to win this.
Yeah, look, I can't really see too much changing, especially when nothing has been done to our back line.
No, he's pretty happy with the back line.
Yeah, no, they're doing well.
Dylan Lesniak is getting
DWZ.
He's
Yeah.
getting us meters.
Yeah, he's getting us meters, but we need wins, mate. We need tries. We need points. Get us all the meters he wants. But one person's not going to win us a game unless you're Manly.
We don't have many options, but we don't really have many options. So
I really think get Avarilla in the centres.
yeah,
And if Lewis is fit to go, obviously still recovering from a concussion, if he is fit to go, put him in the halves.
or Wakeham, chuck
Yeah,
him in the halves.
No,
whatever.
Put Lewis.
Yeah, all right, because he didn't get a full run. Fair enough. Yeah.
Lewis in the halves, okay? And someone in that back line will have to drop out and for Avarilla to the centres. So, if
Who are you going to pick? I'm picking Hopper.
Yeah, or you drop Katoa and put Allen on the wing.
Actually, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
you could
yeah,
do
fair. That's fair enough because
They're not going to drop Hopper because he's the captain
that's true.
at the moment.
But hasn't been playing well. You know, he has it in him. That's what burns me. He actually can play well, bro. I don't know. I know what's going on. But you've been with the reserve grade team, Canterbury.
Yeah, I have.
They've been going okay.
Yeah, we're 3 wins and 2 losses.
Hey, do you rate Lewis and Wakeham? Have they been playing well?
I
Wakeham,
rate-
you saw Wakeham on the weekend. Is he good?
He's good, but he's good at the reserve grade standard. Like, he won the game, but like Lewis is there. I reckon.
Now listen.
defense-
Without
me being biased, I reckon Lewis's defense and the way that he organizes and structures the set plays is second to none in our top 30.
don't give too much away because I don't want you to lose your job.
No.
All right. So you think they're not capable? Or they're capable. They're capable.
They're capable.
Okay.
They wouldn't be in the top 30 if they're not capable.
Okay, fair enough. Cronulla or Canterbury? You're going Dogs, haven't you?
Yeah.
What?
This guy's gone on the
You're either
rampage,
going to
bro.
get 0 from 8 this week or 8 from 8.
Why Canterbury? Why do you think we beat Cronulla? Didn't think
Oh.
Cronulla played well last week?
No, they didn't.
You think they're still hurting from John Morris?
Yeah, they are.
What do you mean they didn't play well? They just lost to Newcastle.
Hey
At
man,
Newcastle.
I don't want to question him. It's he's
I'm happy to get 0
We'll-
from 8
Hey, we will deal with
and
this.
get them all wrong.
We will deal with
Next
this
week.
next week.
Next week.
All right,
okay.
you pick Dogs. We trust you.
Okay.
I'm not tipping
I-
against
I
my own
hope-
team. I'm sure you want me to.
I hope you are right. I just cannot see it happening. I don't think we'll win a game this year. Put it that way.
I think we're only winning the bye, mate. Just
I hope. Do we get to verse the boy?
yeah, we get one bye. Yeah, Cronulla. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
North Queensland, Canberra.
Ooh.
I tipped North Queensland.
Are you being serious or just?
Nah, I'm not joking.
Oh, you guys start. Why
He
not?
could be right. They've
What?
won 2 in a row.
You know
now,
what?
so-
I'm laughing, but yeah, Cronulla. Canberra's not doing too well. So
Yeah.
and at
You
home,
could be right, Ben. That one I'll give you. But
that's more sensible. But still,
the dogs in Brisbane, I don't know where that's come from.
man, who's putting you up to this, man?
Walters has put money in my pockets.
Okay. No Hodgson for Canberra, so he's out. Starling comes in. Oh, Gula's in. Okay, Gula's been selected as well. Papali'i goes to the bench.
So he'll be a big
Mm.
impact off the bench.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's gone to the bench due to form.
Yeah.
That's where you know that something's not right within the Raiders camp. Like, he's their marquee, he's their star
He's their
player.
best player,
And
to
if-
me.
Yeah, of course. And he's probably Queensland's best player too. So if he's not performing, it says something about the club or...
They're not in the right frame of mind at the moment.
At the moment, they're not in the right place.
they're
But
trying to figure something out.
let's hope for their sake that does change very
Yeah.
soon.
Regardless, I think Ricky's not going to let him lose again. He's going to put on him this week, and he's throwing the challenge to him. I think they'll respond against. It's a good game to respond to. I think they can beat North Queensland up there. You obviously don't think so. Who do you think?
I'm going Canberra with this one. They got to
Yeah.
bounce back, and this week's the right week to do it.
Surely. Anzac Day games. Starts off Tigers, Manlyseaeagles at 1:45. Tigers, I'm sure it's the same team coming through.
Yeah, they're very, very similar team to last week. Obviously, Cheekham comes into the centres now for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's right.
And Stefano makes his start in the starting side.
Mhm.
So,
And Manly's unchanged.
Manly's unchanged, and I think both teams coming into this game with a lot of sort of confidence based off last week's performance. Whether the Tigers are worn out after last week, we'll soon find out. But I reckon if they come with that same attitude and aggression and enthusiasm as they had last week, that they could give Manly a real hot crack here. And
It could be the most exciting game of the weekend, man.
Yeah.
Because like you said, they're coming in with confidence.
Yeah.
There's an air of, we can really take it to this team. They both have that same mentality. I think Manly going in unchanged, Trebojevic getting through that's gonna really help their confidence coming into this game more so than Tigers. Again, I go back to the Tigers mentality. Do they have it in them to kind of put that to the side, use it as a stepping stone instead of something to put them down? You know what I mean? I kind of trust Manly more at this moment than Tigers. So I think Manly's just going to win. It's going to be a really good game, I think. Who you going?
I'm going with Manly.
That's fair enough.
But just
Going
Manly.
Manly. The traditional Anzac Day clash, Roosters, St. George Illawarra Dragons, both coming off disappointing losses. Sydney Roosters, they copped a bit of injury toll last week, so that didn't help their case against Melbourne. And St. George, they copped the team in the Warriors who completed every set in the game. I mean, I couldn't believe that. And they just lost. So you're looking at this game. I really do give Dragons a chance here because Roosters are not at full strength.
No.
They're boosted. They're boosted because Radley's playing.
Radley's back, yeah.
I think if Radley didn't play, it would have been more towards Dragons. This sways it back to the Roosters for me.
Yeah, look, I think the Dragons are going to come out firing. We've seen what they can do, obviously, off the back of last week's loss. I don't know if they went in with a bit too much confidence and sort of, obviously didn't respect their opponents as much as they should have.
No.
Especially Warriors, mate. That they are one of those sides that you need to turn up. And
Of course, they're capable.
They're
very
that
capable.
tricky team. They're that tricky team
Yeah,
that everyone
exactly.
talks about.
Exactly.
So I honestly think St. George will come out and give the Roosters real crack here. Roosters obviously having a few players out, it's not going to help them. But obviously having Radley back in the side will be a welcome addition and a boost for them. This will be a good game, but I'm gonna back the Dragons here.
No, fair enough. Brett Morris is back as well, so that's a big in for them. Are you going Dragons or Roosters?
I'm going to go with the Roosters.
What was that?
They need to bounce back from their loss last week. They've got Sam Verrills back.
Yep.
So they'll win it for his game back from injury. And plus it's an Anzac Day test, so it'll be exciting.
You don't give Dragons a chance at all?
Could be 60-40.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to back Roosters. I think getting back Brett Morris, Radley staying in, Verrills is in, so that boosts their dummy half position. Freddie's done a good job, but he's still a bit young. Verrills has got that experience, grand final, in that year under his belt, so I think he'd be ready to go. Dragons, they kind of fell under expectation last week. It was a massive crowd at Cogra. I haven't seen it that packed in a while. And unfortunately, like you said, they underestimated their opponent. The occasion got to the better of them. This is another big occasion. Can they handle it? I don't think so. Not just yet.
They don't mind turning up on Anzac Day, so that's why I'm sort of backing them. And
Yeah.
they've showed that they can match it with the big sides, and I think this week you'll see that again.
Oh, yeah. They're a chance. They're a massive chance. This could go Golden Point. Who knows? Last game of the round, Storm Warriors. Melbourne, as always, cruisy, going through their emotions, doing it very, very calmly. Warriors, they had to play the perfect game to get that win last week. Can they do it again against Melbourne? I don't think so. I'm going to go Melbourne.
Same.
Yeah, I'm Melbourne 100%. They're just too talented across the park, but obviously Pappenhausen being out, that's going to be a massive loss
He's a
for
massive
them.
out.
So I think Nico Hines steps in there.
More than capable.
Yeah, more than capable. Obviously, the system's sort of built there for him. And, the good thing about Melbourne is they don't really change up the way they play. So when someone comes in, they know what their role is. They know how the team sort of works. And if Nico Hines can get going and do his job for the team, I think that they'll win. It won't be as sort of big as a win, but I reckon if they can control that forward pack, that they'll do well. And
they're sticking with that Brendan Smith, Harry Grant.
Yeah, that's been massive for them, honestly. Like you see Brendan Smith going, then you see Harry Grant coming off the bench,
but they're pushing each other. Not even you see like Brendan wants to keep that.
At the end of the day, they're fighting for a spot.
Of course. But they're best mates, so they're pushing each other. They're getting the best out of each other. Yeah. That's what's awesome to watch. All right, so that's the games. Time for your segment, mate. Benny Confidential. Firstly, I'm going to guide you through this one. Tigers game, you were there post-game.
Yeah, I was.
Give us a detailed thing. Did Madge blow up? What was the case there?
No, Madge didn't blow up. He was calm. He knew it was a tight loss, and he knew that the boys put everything that they had into that game. It's just about going back to the drawing boards and seeing what they did wrong and what they can improve on, and they'll just go from there.
Any comments from the players specifically?
No comments. There was a lot of whinging out of a few of the players.
Whinging?
Yeah, they were pretty sore.
The whinging about that more than the loss.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyone famous you met this week? Or
I massaged David Nufaluma.
David Norfoluma?
Yeah.
That's right, yep. And how is he? What, privately?
No. Post game.
Post game, okay.
He was very, very tired.
He was very upset, huh?
Yeah.
Was he complaining? Did you do a good job on him or what?
He complained literally from the time that he got on to the time that he got off.
So he didn't do a good job for him?
It wasn't the massage. It was more that he was in a lot of pain.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else last week?
Yeah, I had a bit of a chat to Ryan Madison while watching his brother play.
Okay, yeah. Where we're at? What was that?
At Aubrey Kesh.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
At Aubrey Kesh.
Kesh.
Yeah, Aubrey Kesh. Yep. The reserve grade game.
Yeah.
Shout out to?
Ryan Madison and his brother Dean.
Yep.
For listening to the podcast.
Oh, they listen.
They are listeners.
Oh, they are listeners.
Yeah,
That's great to
they
hear. Oh, awesome. Any comments there from...
No comments here.
Yeah, good win, but really good win.
Yeah, it was. Amazing
Yeah.
win.
Good luck with that this week. Thanks, mate. You saved segment saved for another week. Sorry, Research Guru. Commend you. Good work on getting the boxing going. Yeah, thanks for that. You did something right this week.
Yeah, no, it's been good. My focus has been a bit shifted this week. Sorry, I haven't done a lot of research, but
Yeah.
I don't think there was a lot of research to be done this week anyway.
No, there was, but we got you on a different job, so don't
Yeah.
worry about that. What are you smoking there? Flavour, quick.
Should I say it?
Just say it.
Love 66,
But
brother.
okay, I get that. But what is it? Don't give me this as fruity bull crap. What is it?
Alright, it's watermelon,
Yeah.
passion fruit,
Yep.
and there's like another flavour in there. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, busy man. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Anyway, thanks, boys.
Thanks for having us, Sol.
Of course.
Obviously, another great week and a lot to look forward to this week in the footy.
Yeah.
Obviously, a few key players out suspended, so to see how those teams will bounce back. And obviously, a few quality games, and what a way to start off with a Penrith-Newcastle game, and like I predicted, an upset. So
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Benny, you've predicted about 5 upsets. One fair enough, but 5, I mean, come on.
Will this be the week the Dogs finally get off the bottom?
Mate, if you get more than 5, I swear to God, I'll never question you again. I swear we will never question. No one will question you again.
You'll do the preview yourself.
You're
and we'll
doing it.
just
You're
listen.
doing the whole podcast by yourself.
All right.
Good luck to her. Good luck for that, and good luck to your team.
Thank
All
you.
right? Take care. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the footy. See you next week.
See you
Thanks,
next
guys.
week. Bye.